If I am making this video this morning, it is because of viewers like you who would always watch, comment and ask me questions. That is why I'm making this very video of a truth. I am so grateful. Thanks a lot. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to clarify a worry of one of my viewers who came up asking me a question about the video I made on nouns. How come a fight is a noun? I thought if a noun is the name of a person, animal, things, place, just like I said, anything that has a name. I was wondering, how come a fight is a noun? I thought it's supposed to be a verb, madam. And I told him, don't worry, I'm going to clarify you more in the next video. So, a shout out to all of you out there who have been watching with a keen interest in order to learn English language. But before I do that today, I can't go ahead without doing the correction of the very lesson I gave previously. So let's go to the board and see what we have there. I gave the word loose and lose. And I told you that loose can be a verb, an adjective, and rarely as a noun. It could be used as a noun, but it's a rare occurrence. So I concentrated on loose as a verb or as an adjective. And I also told you that lose is a verb, purely a verb, that you can find the past tense as lost and past participle as lost. I also told you that there is difference in pronunciation, and that led me to tell you that when you come to the SE at the end, we say loose, meaning the end part of the word with L-O-O-S-E, the end part which is S-E sounds as a voiceless sound, but when it is L-O-S-E, lose, the end part S-E sounds as a voice sound, lose. I won't go back to that lesson. Just look for the video and make sure you fill your eyes. Okay, so today we want to quickly fill the gaps. Number one, she will dash her job because she is morally dashed. Of course, she will lose it. Lose. Because she is morally loose. She is morally free. Loose. Loose. W-O-S-E. Or okay, the dash nature of moral principles nowadays has made a use to dash focus. The loose nature of our moral principle, meaning our moral principles are free, not strict, so we take loose. And it has made a use to lose the verb. Focus. Okay, we come to the number 3. If I dash the game, I told you that loose is when something is free, not strict, and lose is when you fail to win. So if I lose the game, if I fail to win, L-O-S-E as a verb, that means I was loose, I was free, I was not strict with my strategies. You must not dash focus when driving, even though the rules are loose. You must not lose. You must not lose focus, even though the rules are loose. The rules are not tight, the rules are not strict, the rules are free. Just like in Africa, here, where I come from, rules in driving, they are just free. You can do whatever. Unlike when you go to Europe, when you go to America, the rules are tight. They are strict. Date, and you pay a whole lot of fine. By the time you pay it once, twice, you're going to take your correction. Okay, back to the board. Get loose of me before I lose it. Get loose. Allow me to be free. Just like when I drew a sketch of a bird, I had a diagram showing you where the bird is being tied, and when you say loose the bird, meaning free the bird, allow the bird to fly. So let's assume you're holding me this tight and I say, get loose of me before I lose it. That means before I get mad or before I go angry. Okay, the baby has a dash bowel movement. Wow, the baby's stool is loose. So the baby has a loose, it's not strong, a loose bowel movement. If you were able to smash all, of course, they are 7 in number. That means I'm going to score you 7 on 7. Wow, you did that. Bravo. I love that. But if you didn't, don't forget, you've not failed. No, fail remains. That is what fail means in my class. First attempt in learning. Keep learning. Keep watching me. And I promise you, you will come to that very grade you're looking for in English language. Thank you. Like I said before, this video is a request from one of my viewers out there who wants to know why a fight is a noun and not a verb. In response to that question, we're going to look at the topic, how to know when a word is used as a verb or a noun. How to know, how to identify a word that can be used as a noun as well as a verb. That is my topic this morning. Before I delve fully into the topic, I would like to give you a clear definition of the verb as well as the noun. Don't forget, a noun is anything that has a name. I don't care whether it's the name of a person, animal, place, idea, institution, things, name them, quality, but generally anything you can look at and give it a name is a noun. And what's a verb? Anything that depicts action. Anything that tells you an action in a sentence, that is a verb. Now, let's go to the board and see how can a fight be used as a noun and also be used as a verb. How do we know when it is used in a sentence as a verb and when it is used in a sentence as a noun? That's what we want to find out. Okay, now I gave some words in order to explain this better, but I started with a very example I used in one of my videos about nouns, and that was what brought the question, a fight. So you'll see words, same words and same spelling, still used as a noun and still used as a verb. So how do I identify, how do I know that this word, when used this place, is acting as a verb and not acting as a noun? How do I know when it's acting as a noun and not acting as a verb? That's what we want to find out. The first example I gave is fight. There was a fight in class and he was wondering why a fight in class is a noun. Permit me to tell you this. Like I said before, I'm going to tell you this using 2 characteristic differences. And one of them is whenever you can use an article to modify a noun, that is automatically a noun. What do I mean by articles? We have a, an, we also have the. These are indefinite articles, while this is a definite article. Definite article. Whenever any of these ones are used in a sentence, just know that that very thing automatically is a noun. Alright, now that we've seen the use of definite and indefinite article in front of the word, we said that is a noun. And number 1 example exemplifies this. Now, there was a fight in class. You can see the presence of, hey, a fight in class. Once you see something like that, just know that it is a noun and not a verb. But look at the other way. I said, school children always fight in class. In this case, it is a clear example of a verb. Are you getting me? I know you are. Okay, let me give you another way to know when a verb. When you have demonstratives, call them demonstratives or demonstrative adjective. If you like, add adjectives. This, these, those, that. When you have this for before the word, just know that the word is a noun. That fight was a serious one. This fight won't end here, like the fight between the Hamas and Israel. We don't know how long it's gonna take before it comes to an end. So whenever you have those demonstratives, just know that it is a noun. Another way to know is when you have possessive in front of the noun. Remember, we have agreed that we are looking at how to know when it is a noun. So we are still on the nouns. Possessive adjectives. We have any of this in front of the word in question, it is a noun. Once you're mentioning the noun or the word immediately after this demonstratives, just know that it is a noun. I've given an example. This fight, that fight. Okay, now let's go to the next example. Dream. And I gave the noun form. My dream of traveling to America failed. It failed. My dream. Wow. When you look at this very place, my dream. That's the use of possessive. My dream. In this very case, it is a noun and not a verb. But let's look at the other one. I dream every day. And when you have I dream, you dream, we dream every day, just know that it is a clear case of a verb and not a noun. So because you can't see any of those things I've given to you. You can't see any of them. No demonstrative, no possessive, no definite article or indefinite article modifying the word. So this one becomes a verb. I've given it here. Now let's go to another example. That is a fly, of course. That is a fly. I don't know, it could be a house fly or any other kind of fly. But when you say that is a, you can say another a. When there is an article modifying the word, just know that it is a noun. A can't be modifying a verb. It does not work. It doesn't happen. Okay, now we go again. We see another one. Fly away. Oh, I remember when we were younger, right in school, and they'll sing for us. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, blackbirds, and sitting on the world. When you hear fly away, it's used as a verb, no longer as a noun. We go to another example. I just want to make it very clear, make it sink. So I use numerous examples. Now, this is another place I'm going to dwell a bit on, because in this case we are looking at a disyllabic word. What do I mean by disyllabic word? Words that have two syllables. If you look at this word properly, you can see that we can divide it into two by saying contract. Good. And when you have words like this, you must be careful to know whether it's used as a noun, especially through your pronunciation. What do I mean by that? The government gave the contract to him. When you look at this place, you see that the stress, you see that the pressure, you see that the very force with which you pronounce the word was exerted more on the first syllable. When you have that kind of word, that is used as a noun and is a disyllabic word. When I say disyllabic word, I mean word of 2 syllables and above. And when I say monosyllabic words, like the ones we've been looking at, fight is just one, you can't say there are two. It's monosyllabic word because mono means one. Don't forget, mono is one. Dream, dream, fly, those are monosyllabic words. But when we have disyllabic words, listen, it used to be dicey. Say that. We used to have 2 different kinds of pronunciation. What I mean by 2 different, I mean in intonation. The stress pattern leaves the first syllable when it is a verb and goes to the second. We're going to exemplify that. I repeat, the stress leaves the first syllable and goes to the second when it is a verb. But when it is a noun, more often than not, it will always lie on the first syllable as a noun. So you're going to get my pronunciation pattern and you will see that the way I pronounce this is not going to be the way I'll pronounce it here as a verb. I hope you're still there listening. If you've not subscribed till now, what are you waiting for? What is my offense? Okay, we go ahead. The government gave the contract to him. Contract. Does the stress pattern? Tract. It goes down. To him. That is a clear case of a noun. But let's look at where it is used as a verb. We have contract him the job. You see that here came down. Tract him the job. When you are pronouncing a word that is used as a noun and that is also used as a verb, especially disyllabic words, you must be careful to get the patterns of pronunciation, to get a different pattern. Know where the force, the stress lies. Know where the stress lies. When you get it, that means you are doing a good job. So the government gave the contract to him. And here, contract him the job. They are 2 different things. So this is a verb and this is a noun. I hope you got something right now. We're going to run on this. Hug. Give me a hug. That which I have given. When you hear give me, and you see the presence of an article, like I said, give me a hug. That is a noun. Don't forget, you can say the contract. That makes it a noun. Remember, to know when it is a noun, these articles would always be there, modifying the word, which is the noun. Modifying it, and that will tell you that it is a noun and not a verb. Okay, now the last one, give me a hug. That which you have given is known as a hug. But that action of giving, I say, don't hug everyone. It could be an advice from a mom to a daughter. Don't hug everyone. When you have such instruction, what's the action? Never you hug. That is a clear case of a verb. I hope you've been able to get the clear differences between a word when used as a noun and when used as a verb. To cap it up, I said, when you see articles, definite and indefinite, modifying the noun, or modifying the word, just know that it is a noun. And when you see demonstratives and possessive adjectives, like I've given examples here, they are just talking about a noun and not a verb. Thank you very much. To prove to me that you've got it all, I'm going to give you a few examples so that you can go home, or while sitting back there watching, you can do them and see if you've really grabbed the lesson. Thank you. All right, like I said, I won't leave you without an exercise to prove to me that you've grabbed the lesson. And I gave an instruction which states, state whether the underlined words are used as a noun or a verb. So I have 5 of them. Number 1, answer my question. 2, in number 1, I underlined answer. 2, this is the answer. 3, there was a conflict. 4, they shouldn't attack each other. 5, the Hamas attack was destructive. And what are the underlined words? Number 1, answer. 2, answer. 3, conflict. 4, attack. And 5, attack. What are you supposed to do? justify whether these words have been used as a noun or a verb. Alright, thank you. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please tell your friends out there. You will be selfish if you wouldn't tell other people about this channel. Remember, we want to see if the underlined words are used as a noun or a verb. So, follow me. Let's do this together. Number 1. Answer my question. Answer my question is an order, it's an instruction, it's a command. And what is it you're asked to do? Answer. That's an action. That's the action you were asked to do. So what do you think about this? A verb. I know, you got it right. So here has been used as a verb. Okay, number 2. This is the answer. This is the answer. Remember, I told you that whenever this very article, a definite article, is used in front of a word, just know that that is a noun. The answer. This is the answer. So, here is another noun. And number 3, there was a conflict. Another article is here, playing its role, pointing to a noun. A conflict. I told you that whenever you have article A and definite article the, you have these 3 in front of any word, just know that it is pointing to a noun. So here we have a noun. Beautiful. I hope you're still there. Let's go to number 4. They shouldn't attack each other. They shouldn't attack each other. They shouldn't. What is that thing they shouldn't do? An action, an instruction given to them. They shouldn't do this. Okay, this place we have another verb used. They shouldn't, what they were asked not to do. Okay, and in number 5, the Hamas attack was destructive. In this very case, you see that they want to tell us that thing done by the Hamas. We are using possession, the apostrophe. And whenever you're using the possession, this apostrophe, it indicates ownership. Whenever you're using apostrophe to indicate something, it shows ownership. It shows possession. So in this case, we are trying to see what was done. That thing done by them. That thing owned by them. And that is attack. The Hamas attack. So when you have it like this, it is a noun. Thank you.